Yeah, hello, I'm Ted Cloak. Welcome to Albuquerque. If we were in the real Hotel Albuquerque, we would be about 4,500 feet from my house. I started graduate study in anthropology in 1957 at the tender age of 26, and I wanted to make cultural anthropology a science ever since, despite some career interruptions in the meantime. Yeah, that's right, I'm 88 now. So I was really delighted when I first learned about SAS, the Society for Anthropological Sciences, and I joined right up. But I've noticed a certain lacuna in the SAS project. If I'm not mistaken, a vast majority of our papers concern only data acquisition, data processing, data analysis, and generalization from data. I agree that making our data more scientific is certainly very important. I had a hand in the renewed interest in that back in the 50s and 60s, along with George Peter Murdoch, Harold Driver, Jack Roberts, and a number of other anthropologists. My 1960 master's thesis and my 1966 dissertation were both based on sample surveys. And for the dissertation, I developed a statistical test to ascertain whether the culture I was studying was a functionally integrated whole, or in the words of Robert Lowy, a planless hodgepodge, a thing of shreds and patches. I reluctantly now conclude that it was the latter. What I think is missing from our project, however, is another essential ingredient of science, namely a theory. Come on, there we are. In this sense of a plausible or scientifically acceptable general principle or body of principles offered to explain phenomena. Something like evolutionary theory or string theory. I think we need a scientific theory of culture, and I've been working on one. A scientific explanation is a causal explanation, and culture has causal explanatory power. Culture enables human beings to do things which no other extant entity can do, or at least none that we know about. Anthropology has been very good at identifying and describing those things, those cultural features, and showing how they interact with each other and with other phenomena. But how does culture cause those features and those interactions? What is culture exactly, and how does it work? Putting that another way, we all know that correlation does not imply causation. Medical researchers know that they must come up with a mechanism to validate the results of clinical trials and epidemiological surveys. By 1800, everybody knew that things evolved, but Darwin had to clinch it by providing the mechanism. So how is culture a causal mechanism, or what is the causal mechanism driving culture? Now, I take it as a given that there's only one reality, one world of nature out there. So there should be only one science to apprehend it, only one set of basic causal forces from which all other causal principles are derived. Physics tells us that those forces are gravitation, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak interactions in the atomic nucleus. Other natural sciences agree. Causally speaking, physics via electromagnetism enables chemistry, which enables biochemistry, which enables biology, which enables neurobehavior. This sequence is paralleled by history and evolution, from the Big Bang to complex behavioral systems. It should follow then that neurobehavior enables culture, and that culture evolved from neurobehavior, and that culture obtains its causal power from neurobehavioral mechanisms. What these neurobehavioral mechanisms are and how they enable culture is the subject of an essay, a sketch really, called A Nascent Scientific Theory of Culture. which you can download from my website, tedcloak.com. It's short, but it requires careful reading. I look forward to your thoughtful and comments and suggestions now and later. Thank you.